Hello, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm LaKendra Tooks, and it's time for Tooks Takes. Oh, y'all. Baby, we got a big show today, like huge. Dare I say, gargantuan. Why? Because the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is back, baby. OC who? I don't know her. Just playing. So I still love OC, okay? But there are only so many minutes in a Ken's day. I can't do it all. I'm only one woman. I'm only one Tooks. Okay, so right now, y'all, we got to put OC on the back burner because there are only so many minutes in a Ken's day, okay? And honestly, I'd rather devote my time to SLC, Miami, and me. Y'all know I love to toot my own horn. Beep, beep. Ah, toot, toot. Okay? Now, look, y'all. No, y'all listen. I'm not out of touch. I definitely live in my little Bravo, Tooks Takes, Chomps, Housewives bubble. But I understand that it's really rough out there, okay? It is rough here in the United States, and sadly, even rougher in other parts of the world. Sometimes I will have to speak on certain things at certain times, but for the most part, I want this to be a safe space and an escape because real life is a little too real sometimes. You know what I'm talking about. So I just want the girls, the gays, and I know we have a few strays in the Ken's Day crew. I'm not going to call the straights anymore, okay? Any straight men that are part of the Ken's Day crew, you are welcome. You are seen. We love you. And we're not going to call you straights. We're going to call you strays, okay? So around here, it's always going to be a safe space for the girls, gays, and strays, okay? The Ken's Day crew and Tooks Takes will always be a safe escape. I will do my best. But that said, make sure you stick around for today's Tooks takeaway because it's important, all right? It's important. But first, call me Lou Rawls because love is in the air. Everywhere I look around, love is in the air. And my heart is full, y'all, because I had the pleasure of celebrating the nuptials of a dear friend this past weekend. Oh, also, hello. Let me not get ahead of myself. I'm sure y'all noticed that things look a little different around here. Usually I'm either at my home or we're at, the Tooks Takes headquarters. Well, today we're at the Tooks headquarters, my parents' house in Knoxville, Tennessee. Now this isn't my childhood home, y'all know I'm a military brat. So I don't really have a childhood home, but this is my home that my parents have. That my dad is retired from the military now. My parents have retired in Knoxville, Tennessee. So this is their home. And this is my bedroom when I come and visit. And of course, I still have all my Barbie dolls from childhood. Well, not all, but I have a lot of Barbie dolls. I still have my 1996 Olympics Cabbage Patch doll. 1996 was when the Olympics were in Atlanta. That's my Cabbage Patch doll. Now see, this is why I am the way I am, y'all. This is how I grew up, okay? If you're wondering why is she so extra? Why is she so loud? Why she thinks she all that? This is why, okay? I was raised surrounded by adorable, beautiful things. My mother grew up. My mother grew up very poor. So when I was a little girl, she would always say, I want you to have everything that I can have when I was a little girl. And was I spoiled? I wouldn't say I was spoiled. Not spoiled, baby, just blessed. So I definitely wanted to spend today's Tooks Takes surrounded by some of my beautiful black Barbie dolls, baby, because I love a Barbie doll. And hopefully one day, like I'm sure some of these are actually kind of valuable now, but honestly, I don't want the cash. I'm saving these for my baby. My baby girl, future daughter. You will be getting these. These are going to be in your bedroom one day soon. Now, back to the importance that we got a lot to talk about today. Y'all listen. I just got back from my friend's wedding, okay? Now, if you follow me on social media, and you better, at LaKendra Tooks, at Tooks Takes, you know I was on my way to my friend's wedding, and unfortunately, I was running a little late. I'm a little late bird. I'm a little late, Lisa. I was running late to my friend Kelly's wedding, and I felt terrible for running late, but I wasn't gonna miss it. I mean, first of all, I love love. I love weddings and I love marriage. I love seeing my friends fall in love with a wonderful man. Like, me and my girlfriends, we're on top of things. If you're dating somebody that we don't think is good enough for you, we're gonna let you know. And we have to because we love each other. And all my friends are baddies. If you're one of my friends and you're listening right now, you know you're a baddie. Yes, I'm talking about you. You are a baddie. All of my friends are beautiful, gorgeous, sexy, hot hotties. All my friends are hotties. And they could just rest on their little hot and sexy laurels, but no. My friends are educated, accomplished, successful. They are wives, mothers, business women, entrepreneurs, independent women. They do it all. And honestly, when I think about how blessed I am to have so many wonderful friends, girls and gays. I can get a tear in my eye because I look up to my friends. I really do. Like one day, my friends are gonna be my kids' aunties and uncles. So I gotta make sure they all got it going on because I look up to them and my kids are gonna look up to them one day too. And honestly, my friend Kelly, hey Kelly, my friend Kelly is no exception. Let me tell you, when I first met my friend Kelly, she told me that she had like a 20-something-year-old son. And I was like, what? Because I thought she was like 30. So I'm like, you got a 20-something-year-old son, girl. But anyway, now we all were good friends back in New York. Back in New York, I had the best girl squad. Y'all see, I'm sitting on the floor. We're getting real down home. We're in the South. We're getting down home. So me and all my girlfriends, we've been friends for so long and we love each other. And it was really an honor to be there to celebrate Kelly on her wedding day. I knew she was going to be the most beautiful bride. And of course she was. And, I love weddings, but I love marriage, y'all. I think marriage is so special. My parents have been together forever. My parents literally went to prom, got married, had me. They've been together forever. So I love marriage. I love to see my friends fall in love. And I'm going to always be there to celebrate my friends getting married, falling in love. Even if I'm late, I might be late. Okay. Now we are going to have a separate time management episode because I do want the Lord to deliver me from this spirit of tardiness. We're going to work on this, but that's another topic for another Tooks Takes. Today is all about love, and I just want to celebrate and give my congratulations to my friend Kelly and her new husband, Joey. I'm so happy for the both of you. Let me tell y'all, they are such a cute couple. They're a fun couple, a rock and roll couple. And I'm thinking about now, I'm like, I might need to get me a little rock and roll man so we can go to concerts with Kelly and Joey. I mean, they are having so much fun. I'm so happy that they found each other, honestly. Like, don't you love that, girls and gays? When you see your people find their people. And it's like, oh, wait, now you're my people too. Come on, join the family. But we had so much fun at the wedding. We were, of course, drinking, dancing, celebrating, dropping it like it's hot. But y'all know I'm emotional. I'm a crier. And I truly teared up when my friend Kelly, when her son, when he spoke about his mom, what an incredible woman she is and has always been, how much she sacrificed and worked so hard to give them a great life. It really is a testament to women and to single mothers. I bow down to all the mamas because I think it's the most important job on earth to be a mother and to be a parent, to raise children. It's very important. But I bow down to the mamas because, baby, that's a tough gig. But the single mamas, I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all do it. I'm telling you, if you were raised by a single mama, you better take care of your mama. That is important. I don't know how y'all do it. I'd be terrified to do it, but y'all do it. And my friend Kelly, she's an amazing mom. And her son, to see him now, it's like, dude, what a great kid, So I'm so happy for her. It's amazing to see her get married. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her husband. I'm happy to see these two amazing families come together. And it was so much fun to see my girlfriends. We hadn't all been together in years. At least I hadn't been with them in years. And honestly, y'all, I don't know. I'm going to just throw this out here. I think we should get together and throw a wedding every year. Whether someone's getting married or not, let's just get together, have a wedding. Let's just have a wedding for fun. Who needs a bride? Who needs a groom? Okay, well, I'll be the bride. Okay, we can all take turns being the bride, but me first, okay? And we can all take turns, and we're just going to have weddings for fun because I love weddings. And now, did I meet a little cutie pie at the wedding? Maybe. Now, going forward, y'all, I'm not saying nothing about nobody until we have a steady textuationship, okay? So right now, we're not in phase one. We are in phase, let's see what happens, okay? Because yes, there was one cutie pie, and did he pick me up and twirl me around so I've had the time of my life from Dirty Dancing? Yeah. So we're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna see what happens. For right now, we're just gonna place him in the cutie pie category. Now, if he'd like to be more than that, it's up to him. My door is ajar. It's up to the man to bust it wide open. So let's see what happens. But y'all know me. Y'all know y'all can't take me nowhere. So we're at the reception. We've only been there for like 10 or 15 minutes. And y'all know I'm a hoop, I'm a holler, I'm a handful. So we're at the wedding and I see this man and I recognize him. I recognize him. I'm like, oh my God, I know where I know him from. So I whisper into my friend Crystal's ear. I'm like, you see that dude right there? I know him. I've seen him somewhere before. Boom, I've seen him on TV. Yes, I've seen him on Intervention. Intervention. Y'all know Intervention, the show where they take somebody who's dealing with addiction and they want to have an intervention. I immediately recognize this guy. Now, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to put him on blast because this is an intervention from like season one, episode 10. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to put him on blast. But y'all know me. Now, if you're an old school member of the Kansas Day crew, you know that I love Intervention. You know that I love Hoarders. I do not know why, okay? I love them both. And honestly, if we could just blend Intervention and Hoarders together, I would have to host the reunion. I would love nothing more than for those two worlds to collide. But anyway, so I told my friend, I recognize this guy from Intervention. And so we're in line at the bar, and he's in front of us at the bar getting a drink. And he's a nice guy. He was cool as hell. And honestly, I remember his episode of Intervention, even though it was all the way back in season 1, like over 20 years ago. I remember it just because, now there are some episodes of Intervention where the addicts are incredibly toxic. They're stealing from their family. They're shooting up, doing drugs in front of the kids. Terrible. Now this guy, honestly, I'm not a doctor, but I thought he was kind of like a harmless alcoholic to me. Like he was alcoholic, he was homeless, and he was happy. He's like, look, I don't want to be a part of society. I like living under the bridge, drinking out of my space bag. I'm like, you know what? At least he's not dragging innocent children into this. There's one episode where the lady was taking her toddler to the horse track to get some more money to buy pills. That's messed up. To me, I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, honestly, does he really need an intervention? Because he's not bothering anybody. He's under the bridge. He's drinking his little space bag. What's a space bag? He educated me. I did not know. You know how you get a box of wine, like a box of Franzia? The space bag is the bag of wine inside the box of wine. So that's all he wanted to do. He wanted to be under the bridge with his dog, drinking his space bag. Wasn't bothering anybody. I said, honestly, leave him alone. And here we are 20 years later. Now, I did not bring it up to him because I didn't want to trigger him. This is a fun day. I didn't want to trigger him. So I did not bring it up to him. But if he's listening right now, hi. And I remember your episode. And to me, honestly, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an addiction specialist, but there are different levels to this. And that's why I know in AA, they say one day at a time, because one day you might be like, I never want to drink again. And then one day you might say, you know what? I can do it. I can control it. So, I didn't see him, at least what I saw at the wedding, I saw a fun guy having a good time, singing, dancing, having fun. Honestly, not too much different than me, myself. And I personally don't think I belong on Intervention. Anyway, speaking of drinking, having a good time, let's just quickly, muy rápido, talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. Look at Marisol. Now, Marisol might need an intervention for not eating solids, but who am I to judge? I get it. It's hard out here. I'm trying to stay skinny too. So I'm not mad at Marisol. If she'd rather have a cocky than a meal, That's her business, okay? Now, y'all know the girls in Miami, they're still on their cruise. They're doing their little 80s aerobics workout class, which I love. Y'all know I'm in my fitness era. And honestly, during the pandemic, I sometimes would do an old little like Jane Fonda workout tape, and they still hold up. Thank you, Miss Fonda. Those old school, throw on a leotard. Throw on a leotard and some leg warmers and do some jumping jacks. I mean, I love it. I might get myself a leotard and leg warmers to start wearing the yoga. Oh, we should do 80s yoga. That would be so cute. I just love the 80s aerobic style. Now, Richard Branson. Hey, Richard. Hey, Dick. If you're listening, call me because not only do I want to go on this cruise, I think I want to work on the cruise. Growing up, we all, as children of the 80s, we all watched The Love Boat. I used to love The Love Boat. I'm like, dang, is that what, should I be working on a cruise ship? I would do great on a cruise ship. Couldn't y'all see me? I could be, y'all, bam, I'm sorry, I just had an idea. Y'all know I'm ADD. I just had an idea. We need to do a Love Boat reboot. And I could be Isaac from The Love Boat. Remember Isaac? He's the bartender. I could be the new Isaac. If we do a reboot, we're doing a reboot of The Love Boat, okay? But anyway, a lot of important stuff is happening on this cruise. First of all, my two silicone sisters, Lisa, Larsa, the Larlisa feud, we finally get some resolution. And I love that for them. I hope they are somewhere right now getting filler together because I want to see Larsa and Lisa work it out. And we also get a reconciliation between Alexia Barracuda and new girl, Mighty Mouth, Stephanie. But Alexia, girl, you were kind of throwing your bestie Marisol under the boat a little bit. No, because Alexia is like, no, I wanted to go on your plane, but Marisol was the one who twisted my arm. Now, girl, Marisol and her little bony elbows don't have the strength to twist anybody's arm. But we do know that Marisol, she's a PR girly. So she does know how to influence people. But Alexia, you have a mind of your own, honestly. If you wanted to go on that plane, you would have gone on that plane. So I really don't appreciate her trying to blame it all on Marisol. And we also learned that Alexia has an estranged sister. All these years, I never knew. And Alexia's estranged sister, if you're listening, call us. Because I have some questions. But I already know I'm on your side, girl. I am on your side, but you call us so we can get the real scoop. And y'all, it's Adriana's birthday. And she is a little bit bummed about turning 32 times 2 minus 4. You do the math. But Adriana, girl, if you are what 32 times 2 minus 4 looks like, baby, I can't wait to get there. Because you are such a hottie. Honestly, Adriana, I think Adriana is a hottie from the inside out. Because, she's even got a hot, sexy brain. So, honestly, we talked about this last week, and I just want to reiterate. Embrace your age. Because I, too, am a lady of a particular age. I think I'm just getting better with age. Listen, Adriana, not only are you a cool girl, you're a cool girl and a cool girl. So you work it, baby. Do not be ashamed of your age. So when the ladies are all together, of course, the conversation turns to sex. And Alexia reveals that she just had sex with Todd on Wednesday, aka Kids Day. Now listen, girls, gays, strays, if you're going to give yourself up to a man who doesn't deserve you, can you at least make sure you don't do it on a Kids Day? I take extreme offense to that. Don't defile Ken's Day like that. Letting some loser have access to the goods on a Ken's Day? No, baby. No. But again, why did we need a whole trip to Spain for Alexia when she's still banging her ex-husband, who she still calls her husband? And don't you dare say booty call, walk of shame. No, he's still my husband. Ay, Dios mío, Alexia. Relax. And then we also talk about, Gertie had been talking about going to therapy and dealing with some of her childhood trauma about being abandoned. And Gertie, whoever your therapist is, I need to move to Miami and go to this therapist too. I thought she was fantastic. And Gertie, I'm so proud of you. And I also love that Gertie, just like me, I love using my name. It's part of my brand. Your name, it's a part of who you are. It's your own unique thing. I love that Gertie-fies all her events. And you know me, I LaKendrafy everything. I'm even Lakendrifying with the Barbies right now. I've been Lakendrifying my whole life. So, Gertie, I absolutely wish you the best. You are so strong. You're an amazing wife, amazing mother, amazing housewife, amazing businesswoman. You keep working on that childhood trauma, because the things, as we always say, the things that happen to us as kids, do they affect us as adults? Yes. But we have to get the tools so that we can learn how to deal with it. So, Gertie, I am so proud of you for getting the help you need. Now, moving right along. Stephanie is having this Christmas party, and she's invited Adriana to perform and have a concert there. I am so excited for Adriana. Like, listen, girl, you are a pop star, girl. Who cares about your age? And I love that Adriana is still pursuing her dreams. She's even curating an art show for Art Basel. This girl does it all the while looking good. And then Stephanie tells Adriana that Marisol was upset that they had a lunch. And it's like, oh, is Marisol the puppet master, drunkenly pulling all the strings? All will be revealed next week. But first, baby, we're going from the beach to the ski slopes, Salt Lake City. Oh, now let's wait. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I love the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I'm telling you, ask anybody, what's your favorite thing to watch on Bravo? The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. These ladies never disappoint, and I'm so excited that they're back. I love these girls. And let me tell you something. They have all kinds of vehicular drama, because this season we have gone from Sprinter vans to RVs, and I kind of like it. Angie K has become Angie RV. And y'all, we're at my parents' house right now. My parents are camper RV people, and they love it. They love that camper RV life. Now, I don't think it's for me, but maybe one day in a long, 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 long time when I'm in my 60s, maybe. Now, Angie K and Mary, they have organized this little girls trip. And, they've got kind of a misleading invitation. The invitation says, bring bikini and boots and blessings, which doesn't exactly scream RV to me. But hey, Jesus, take the wheel. Actually, no. Angie K is driving this RV. She's so tiny. How can she even reach the steering wheel? She must be sitting on a pillow. Because, Angie, you're so tiny. Now, the ladies are meeting up in the Beauty Lab and Laser parking lot. Whoa. The things this parking lot has seen. Now, I have never been to Utah. I have never been to Salt Lake City. But when I go, I don't care about skiing. I'm not invited to the temple. But I do want to go to Mary Cosby's church. I want to catch the Holy Ghost at Minister Mary Cosby's church. And I just want to hang out in the Beauty Lab and Laser parking lot. Oh, maybe I'll hang out there and I'll start selling some bootleg Botox in the parking lot. Don't get mad at me, Heather. But that's going to be the new BYOB. Bring your own Botox. Now let's get an update on the diva dynamics, because this is the new season. What's going on, okay? Now, Meredith still hates Brittany and thinks she's vile. You can leave. Now, Heather is not a fan of Bronwyn. I don't even remember, why don't Heather and Bronwyn get along? But let me tell you something. Heather is honestly so far up Lisa Barlow's butt, she's almost a Mormon again. So I feel like y'all already know how Heather is with Lisa. It's like we go through this every season. We were dealing with the same thing last season when Heather was all the way up Barlow's butt. Of course, Mary Cosby, she's in Mary Cosby land. She don't really care. And then Bronwyn, Angie K, and Whitney are all at odds with Lisa Barlow. And then Whitney is also at odds with her blonde hair because she's a ginger now. Well, I didn't get the memo. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about Ginger Rose. I don't know. It's looking a little orange. I don't know, Whitney. It's giving a little Bozo the Clown. But you're still so cute. You can make it work. And let me tell you something. Brittany, ting, 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 Brittany, she said, listen, she said, I got my bikini on. I got my bikini on right underneath my coat. She is ready for the bikini part of the vacation. So then when Angie K pulls up in an RV, they're like, what's this? So they get into the RV. Then a SWAT team shows up, and y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I got scared. I said, Lord Jesus, has Jen Shaw busted out the clink? Or is this the fashion police coming for Brittany? But I will say, When I saw the SWAT team scrippers, they weren't doing it for me. The muscles weren't muscling. These were some Mormon muscles. They had to strip, they must have had to take off their little Mormon magic undergarments. And then underneath, y'all know me, I love a torso. I love a man with a nice, strong torso. I mean, hello, I grew up with Barbie. You better believe I got a Ken over there too. So I like a nice torso. None of these torsos were doing it for me, but it was a cute prank, Ginger Rose. Now, all's fine and dandy on the RV, but where the hell is LB, Lisa Barlow? Oh, well, she says, I've got a work thing with Ben and Blake. And I'm like, well, who the hell is Ben and Blake? Oh, Affleck and Lively. Okay. Well, Whitney Ginger Rose tries to throw a little bit of shade at Lisa Barlow. And Bikini Brittany was not having it. Let me tell y'all, the Mormon Mafia runs deep. They are thick as thieves. You mess with one of them, you mess with all of them. By the power vested in me by Joseph Smith, don't try it, little girl. Little girl, wake up, bobblehead. Brittany wasn't having it because Brittany says her and Lisa Barlow are like sisters now. So then Whitney looks at Brittany and says, and what exactly do you do for work? Crickets, crickets. And then she says, oh, what? Are you out here S&Ds? Is that how you make a living? S&Ds? Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all know Brittany's a Mormon. She got Bible study next week. Be out here. You can't be talking about high body count hair, S&Ds for money. Oh, can't be doing all that. Now, apparently, y'all, I didn't know this. I did not know that Lisa Barlow has a lot of lawsuits. They're talking about Lisa's lawsuits in the Salt Lake Tribune, the biggest tribune in all of Salt Lake. And Angie K says, one might say Lisa's lawsuits are similar to Jen Shah's crimes. Gay yasp. Now, Angie K, girl, you know that is too far. Now, Lisa Barlow's a lot of things, but she's no criminal. The feds aren't checking for Vita tequila. Come on, Angie. Now, she did quickly retract that statement, but that's a low blow, and you know it's going to get back to Barlow. But first, y'all, ting, 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 ting. Beta Brittany, Bikini Brittany has an announcement. Jared and I got engaged. And then 2 weeks later, we got unengaged. Girl, one engagement plus an unengagement cancels out the engagement, cancels out the announcement. You didn't need to ting, ting, ting for that. But then Whitney Ginger Rose says that she sees Brittany's man, Jared Osmond, at the gym on dates. And then my first thought is, I want to go on a gym date because I do want a guy who knows how to show me how to work all those machines. Now, the girls are camping. They're living that RV life. They're kayaking, fly fishing, resuscitating fish. Okay. And then we'll learn about the legend of Molly Sorensen. Now, Molly Sorensen was a polygamous fundamentalist Mormon, allegedly. Now, this is all legend. And apparently, she would kidnap the girls trying to hook up in the woods. And this is why the Mormons now, the Mormon children have resorted to the soaking. If you don't know what the Mormon soaking is, you're going to have to look it up on your own. The soaking. And I got to tell you something. If we got any Mormon teenagers listening right now, if you soaking, you sinning. Okay? If you soaking, you sinning. And this lady, she'll find you and kidnap you. But then Angie throws some shade at Heather and says, aren't you glad that you're here without Lisa so you can just be yourself? And Heather takes extreme offense to that. But Heather, you know you are so far up Barlow's butt. But then Brittany has another announcement. Ting, ting, ting. Whitney, I'm upset about your little comment. It's so crass. How could you say that I'm out here S&Ds? And then Whitney's like, are you kidding me, girl? I just had a business that failed. My business failed. I had a failed business. And now I'm at rock bottom. We have nothing. We've lost millions. Oh, Whitney, you might be the one that has to start S'ing some D's for money. I hope you figure it out. Y'all, go buy Prism. Apparently, you can also just get it on Alibaba, but go buy some Prism. Support Whitney Ginger Rose. I don't want to see her down at the unemployment line. Now, listen, y'all. as promised, as promised, we do have a Tooks takeaway for today. Today's Tooks takeaway, it's somber. In America right now, we're going through a lot, and my heart goes out to the young man. I don't want to say his name. The young man who was murdered last week. I did not agree with just about anything he ever said. I still don't think that he deserved to be murdered in such a brutal way. And I think all of us can agree on that. And I think the majority of us agree that we really didn't like a lot of the things he said. He said some things about Black women in particular that would make me think that he probably doesn't even want my sympathy, but he has it anyway, just because I'm a child of God. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all, it's up to us, Kinsday crew. I'm putting a call to action to the Kinsday crew. We got to get it together as a society, okay? I get it. We all have different beliefs. We all have different concerns politically, but the division, the hate, the violence, it's got to stop, y'all. We got to stop. Look, I don't remember it ever being like this before. I went all throughout high school, college, living in the South. And I've never seen things like this before. I was talking to a gentleman at the airport over the weekend. He says he doesn't even remember it being this bad in the 60s. And here we are in 2025, and somehow we're going backwards, y'all. We got to get it together. Now, first of all, I'm a Black girl. So my number one concern always is racism. And I hate that that still has to be a thing. But y'all, we got to put an end to this racism. I hate it. I'm over it. We got to put an end to it. And I think it starts with us. It starts with me. It starts with you. If you are listening right now and you're rolling your eyes, check yourself. If you have any racism or hatred in your heart towards any human being, especially if you're someone who considers yourself to be a Christian, you got to pray that out, because there is nothing Christian about that. There is nothing Jesus about that. So you got to get that hate out of your heart. You got to get that hate out of your heart. Okay. And by the way, any sort of hatred. If you have a hatred towards another culture, another race, another sexuality, another gender marker, gender identification, you got to get that out of your heart. Especially if you're whatever you believe in, God, whatever you may believe in. Y'all know I love the Lord. Pray and ask God to change your heart, because he will. And I'm making it my mission right now to pray for my country. And I want you all to join me there, because I love America. And I love America so much that it breaks my heart when America disappoints me. It breaks my heart. And honestly, what took place last week, even though I really don't agree with pretty much anything that guy ever said, it still breaks my heart what happened to him. So that's the takeaway for the day. Kinsday crew, we got to make this world a better place, because our numbers are growing. Pretty soon, we might be able to have a little Kinsday crew Tooks takeover soon enough here, and which I actually think that would make the world a better place, because the interactions that I have with all of you on social media, when I see you out in the wild, it's always so good. The Kinsday crew, the chumps, there's so many wonderful, amazing people out there. I believe in my heart, I do believe there are much more good people than bad. So listen, that light that shines so bright, you got to let it shine even brighter. That's the only thing that's going to drive out the darkness, is more light. So as always, I hope and pray more than ever that my light helps you find your light, and you shine so bright all over the United States of America, all over the world, because we need that light more than ever right now. Okay, I'm going to step from behind the pulpit. I'm going to step from behind the podium. And let me get back to clout chasing, because make sure you follow me on social media at LaKendra Tooks, at Tooks Takes. Subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend. We are on our way to becoming the #1 podcast on earth, and I have all of you to thank for that. I love y'all. If no one has told you today, I love you. You're doing great. Keep it up. Keep doing good. Keep fighting the good fight. I promise you, we outnumber them. Us good folks, we outnumber the evil folks. So let's let that light shine so bright that the darkness wouldn't even dare try to come out and dim our light. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.